Hey Mark, how are you?
Good.
Oh, I'm glad that you could make it down here. How's the weather outside? Is it raining yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. I think it's supposed to this afternoon. Anyway, I'm Nicole. I'm a university student at Southern Cross Uni, studying a Bachelor in Social Welfare to become a counsellor. So, even though I'm not a qualified counsellor, I still have to abide by strict confidentiality laws, which means that I can't repeat anything you say to me in our sessions, or show anyone my notes or discuss anything about you to anyone else. The only time I would have to do that is if you were to tell me you were a risk to yourself or to someone else. Did you want to talk about that? Do you understand?
No, I get it.
You get it? Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, I'm glad you could make it down here. How about you let me know what's happening with you and see if I can help?
Okay. Well, I've got care of my boy full time now.
Nice.
I always used to see him heaps, but now it's all the time.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 3.
Oh, lovely. It's a good age. I've got a 3-year-old too.
Okay. So there's been a bit of adjustment, and part of that's been changing my work to part time.
Okay, yep. What kind of job do you do?
It's labouring and construction.
Okay.
So
Hard work.
yeah, well, I'm used to it. I've been doing it forever.
Okay, yeah.
So I didn't mind actually taking the work part time, but the money change has been difficult, and the time schedule is a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So he goes to his grandma's, my mum,
Okay.
and she babysits a lot.
Mhm.
So
How's that working for you?
it could be a lot better.
Okay. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, she parents in a way that, because I've seen her parent me,
Mhm.
there's some stuff that I would rather do differently.
Okay.
Because I went through it, and I don't want him to have to go through that sort of stuff as well. Just little things, not huge, major things.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
he's not getting smacked around. She doesn't hit him.
Okay.
She yells a bit, but only because she's going deaf.
Okay.
Not because she yells a lot. But it's more about the different routines and her ideas on how those sorts of things should apply.
Mhm.
It was a long time ago when she did it with me and my brothers and my brother and sisters now.
Okay.
So when I try and bring it up,
Yeah.
that we don't do that stuff anymore. That was that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Mhm.
We don't do stuff like that. She don't want to know about it. She said my kids are raised
Okay.
and they're fine.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me about it.
I can see that that's made you a little frustrated and angry. Would that be right?
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm stuck,
Mhm.
and that's making me angry because I can't afford not to have her look after him.
That must be frustrating.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is, you just got your little boy full time, had to change work, and that's been a bit of a stress for you, a bit of a worry financially.
Yeah.
And because of that, you've had to rely on your mum to care for your boy while you are at work. Is that right? And she parents similar to how she brought you up, and it doesn't exactly marry up with how you would like him raised. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Alrighty. So have you spoken to your mum about it?
Well, I don't really get many opportunities. Like I suppose I could bring it up, but when I'm there, I just want to get him and go home, or drop him off and go to work. I don't want it try and sit down, especially in front of him, and try and have a conversation where I've tried to bring it up briefly once or twice, and I just get wound up. She can't hear me, so she's yelling a bit, and that winds me up as well.
So yelling gets you a bit angry?
Yeah, even though she's not actually yelling. Well, she says she's not yelling anyway, but she can't hear herself, so everybody in the street can hear her.
Yeah.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
That she just thinks it's all good, but it does affect him. Seeing me like that.
Yeah.
So I just pick him up.
And go.
I'll drop him off and go.
What are some of the things you would like to see happen differently, if you could change it?
Well, his eating routine. She gives him way too much sugar, and I can tell. She doesn't put him down for sleep in the afternoon sometimes, so when he comes home, the first thing he does in the car is go to sleep.
Okay.
Then he skips dinner.
Okay.
Then he's up all night.
Yep.
Then he's sleeping in early. Sleeping in late, sorry.
Yeah.
So
His routine.
everything in his schedule is affected, which makes me late for work.
Okay.
And then it gets worse and worse and worse. So there's a bunch of little things there that only need a bit of changing.
Yeah.
To me, anyway, in my mind, that would make things a lot easier. Like he's just the kind of kid that once you put him in the shower, he wants to go to sleep. So if you don't feed him before he has a shower,
He's asleep.
he's not going to eat dinner. He's going to skip it. She always showers him and tries to feed him within half an hour of knowing that I'm going to show up. And it's no wonder he's fallen asleep in the car if he hasn't slept during the day.
Okay.
And then he doesn't sleep in the bed that he's been given there. My mum thinks it's a treat to have him over if he's doing a sleepover sometimes.
Yeah.
So he wants to sleep in my bed because he's been sleeping in Grandma's bed. And I want to get him out and toilet train at night to get him ready for school. Because he's only got a couple of years. He's 3, so he's only got a couple of years to go.
Well, I can see that this is very frustrating for you and exhausting, it sounds.
It is.
I can also see that you're a very devoted father and that you care about his routine and how important routine is. You understand all that sort of stuff, which is great. I mean, there are parents who don't even grasp that. So you should be proud that you're willing and able and caring and devoted, because that's what I'm seeing. It's great.
Well, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
The bad treatment anyway. He doesn't do anything to deserve anything bad.
Yeah. That's lovely. So in 3 years, you said he'll be going to school?
No, he's 3. So
He's 3.
5 they go to school, right?
So 2 more years. Yeah. How do you think things will go when you are not reliant so much on your mum and he's at school?
I hadn't thought about it that far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of stuck in this issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose she might have him for a couple of hours instead of all day.
Yeah.
Like in between, 3 o'clock or whatever time it is, and me finishing at 5 o'clock. 2 hours.
So things could be better then?
Well, I suppose she's not. I suppose he does all the lunch and morning teas at school, doesn't he? Which I suppose, I'll be packing his lunch. That'll be alright.
Yeah. It's great.
That's 2 years away.
Yeah. It's a long time. I can see that, that could get a bit stressful and difficult for you, but there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.